And then we were exhibiting in Maison et Objet.
Yeah.
And you just saw one of our, like, I don't know, prototype of something. And it was a cup, a mug. And then you say directly, I want a full theory. And you come the day after at the fair with a contract. And a list of things.
And a list of things, and it's just like, we have to do it, but we have to do it now. And and now it was it January, and we're gonna be ready for Maison Objet Septembre. Let's go.
I can leave it like that.
And we did.
Yeah,
and we did.
we did
And then
it.
we actually said, okay, but then you have to come to our studio. Because we love to work with our hands and have the process of that the hands are also part of the making in a way, because I think that like when you touch something it changes and especially in this project because it is
and especially because it's you, because Emma and Frédéric have this thing where you have a workshop and you prototype everything and you make by hand everything, and when we work together, and the way we work is that we have ideas with, here is Emma drawing, and then there's Frédéric running about everywhere to try samples, open an oven, and then we have a word in French, un géo trouve tout, and it's, you know, there are all these ideas, and then you end up with the mock-up on your head, and you don't know, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but something solid comes out, which is a prototype that stands, that is solid, and in the end becomes a real product. But there's this process in the beginning where it's in the middle of enthusiasm, and I don't know what happens, in fact, but it's about hands, yes. I think that's your uniqueness in some way.
You have to be fun. You have to be fun in the process. So I think for me, what you say, falling in love with design thing, it's to be happy to do something and to work with people that understand that and are happy doing it, and just like try to find this enthusiasm and this energy with collaboration. And I think this is something really important for us because it's about meeting people, this connection.
What's interesting is to invite people who have a strong DNA to express themselves in a branding that is Petite Friture, but that leaves also some kind of freedom.
As a designer, to work with different companies, it's also to find family. And in one way, when you find a family that you like to work with, you just want to work more with this family, not to have another product on the market just because you like this family. So it's like also, I think all the Petite Friture team is, it's so nice to work with you. So
I think it's important, in fact, spend a lot of time and investment and energy, and it's worth it.